Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Mr. Cantor, and this is Mr. Cantor's Misconception Guide. All right, so today we're going to be looking at Explore Part B. Please take a minute, pause this video, read through the information provided to you, digest it, and then we will talk about it together. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look and read this together. It reads, for 5 days, Tyler has recorded how long his walks to school take in minutes. The mean for his data is 11 minutes. Without calculating, predict if each of the data sets shown could be Tyler's. Explain your reasoning. All right. What I'm going to do here for you is I'm going to share with you 4 different student responses, and I want you to look at each student response and think, is this correct or is this wrong? So for each student, please pause the video and let me know what you think. So here is the first student. The first student says Tyler's data set is the data set D, because it has the most 11s. So the mean is most likely 11. So please pause the video. Let me know. What do you think about that one? All right. Welcome back. If you said this one is wrong, then you are correct. We're actually going to talk about why this is wrong in a little bit. Let's take a minute and look at the next one. Please pause the video and let me know. What do you think about this statement? This statement says Tyler's data set is data set A because it has an 11 in it. So the mean is most likely 11. Please pause the video and let me know. What do you think about this one? All right, welcome back. If you said this one is also wrong, then you are correct. Good work. And again, we're going to talk about why this is wrong in a little bit. Let's move forward. Here's another statement provided to us. This student said that Tyler's data set is data set C because it has an 11 in it, so the mean is most likely 11. So this student's logic is very similar to the student before. Please pause the video and let me know. Is this student correct? All right, welcome back. If you said this student is wrong, then you are also correct. Now again, we are going to talk about the reason why this is incorrect momentarily. All right, I have another student here for you. And this student said Tyler's data set is data set B because it has 5 numbers very close to 11 in distance. Please pause the video. What do you think about that logic? All right, welcome back. If you said that this person's logic makes a lot of sense to you and is most likely the correct one, then you are correct. And we're going to look at why some of these are wrong and why some of these are correct. So with that said, let's move forward. Now, let's talk about why the first student's statement was wrong. They said that Tyler's data set is data set D because it has the most 11s. So the mean is most likely 11. Well, if we do the math, let's see what happens. If we take 8 plus 10 plus 9 plus 11 plus 11, which are all the numbers from data set D, we will see that you get 49. And when you divide 49 by 5, you actually get 9.8, which is not 11. All right, with that logic, let's move on to the next one. Take a look at the student statement over here. And this student said that Tyler's data set is definitely A because it has an 11 in it. So the mean is most likely 11. Now, even though this logic makes sense because we are looking for the mean to be 11, having 11 in your data set is wonderful, but we need to look at the other numbers as well. And we can see that in this case, we have 11 plus 8 plus 7 plus 9 plus 8, which is 43. And divided by 5, that gives us 8.6 and not 11. So even though 11 is in the data set for data set A, the rest of the numbers happen to all be to the left of 11. They happen to all be less than 11. And we know from previous videos that that's not going to help us maintain a balance if the majority of the numbers are to the left of 11, which is our average. So unfortunately, this one is also not going to work. Let's keep going. This student's statement said that Tyler's data set is data set C because it has an 11 in it. So the mean is most likely 11. So this student was on the same page as the previous student in saying that as long as you have an 11 in your data set, you're most likely going to have an average of 11. Well, if we look at data set C, we will notice that he has 11, 20, 6, 9, and 10. Let's do the math and see what happens. We can see here that 11 plus 20 plus 6 plus 9 plus 10 is 56. And 56 divided by 5 is actually 11.2, which is not 11. So even though this data set was very, very close to the average of being 11, it's actually not 11. So with that said, let's move on to the next student. The next student statement said that Tyler's data set is data set B because it has 5 numbers very close to 11 in distance. Now, logically speaking, it is important that your numbers are very close to 11. However, it is more important that there is a balance between your numbers and their distance to 11 from the left and the right side. So let's take a look at it and see what happened with set B. Now, if we look at the math behind this, we can see that 12 plus 7 plus 13 plus 9 plus 14 is actually equal to 55. And if we divide that by 5, you will get 11, which is exactly what we want. So with that said, let's move on to the next part, explore part C. What I want you to do is to please pause this video, read this one to yourself, and then we will do it together. All right, welcome back. Let's read the story together. It says, last week, the daily low temperatures for a city in degrees Celsius were 5, 8, 6, 5, 10, 7, and 1. What was the average low temperature? Show your reasoning. All right. Okay, so what I want you to do here is to please pause this video and try to answer this question by yourself. All right, welcome back. If you took these values and added them up, 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10 plus 7 plus 1, and you got 42, then you took that number and divided it by 7 because we have 7 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you got 6, and you said that the average low temperature was 6 degrees Celsius, then you are correct. Good job on that one. Let's move on to the next question. Please read the next question to yourself, and then we will read it together. All right. The mean of 4 numbers is 7. 3 of the numbers are 5, 7, and 7. What is the 4th number? Explain your reasoning. All right. There's a lot of ways that we can answer this question. Let me share with you one way. But before we do that, I want you to pause the video and try this one on your own. All right, welcome back. So let me share with you one of the ways of doing this. 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 9 equals 28. And 28 divided by 4 is 7. So where did we get the number 9 from? Well, one way to do this is to look at all 3 values and see how much to the right or left of 7 they really are. Since 2 numbers are exactly 7 and 1 number is 5, and 5 is 2 units to the left of 7, that means we need our 4th number to be 2 units to the right of 7 in order for us to have a balance. And so 9 is exactly 2 units to the right of 7 on the number line, of course. So therefore, the 4th number must be 9. Remember, when you're trying to calculate the mean and you're missing a number, that missing number must be there to balance what numbers you already have. So since 2 numbers are already 7, and the only number that's not 7 is 5, if you can identify how far 5 is from your average or from your mean, and counteract that by going in the opposite direction on the number line that same amount of times, then you will find the missing number. Since 5 is 2 units to the left of 7 because it is smaller, then in order for us to balance that out, we do need a number that's 2 units to the right of 7, which will be 9. Now, this is just one of many ways of answering this problem. There are many other ways you can do it. So if you did it a different way and you still got the number 9 to be your missing value, then you are correct. My name is Mr. Cantor. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has been helpful to you. I will see you in the next one. Take care for now.